123 by this, 246.
Dear sir, your letter, recent date, will state.
Hello, George A. Jones Company. Hello? Yes, hello, this is George A. Jones. Good morning.
What's the matter with account Q?
Hello, George A. Jones Company. What number do you want?
100.
Oh, hello. Sure, I know who it is. Tonight? You've heard me. No.
Why not? Don't you like him?
She likes them all.
I do not.
Well, pretty much all.
100.
Hello, George A. Jones Company. What number do you want? Oh, wrong number. Hello?
Memorandum, attention, Mr. Smith, at a conference of...
125 like this, 36,840.
Yes, Mr. J? No, Miss A isn't in. Yes. I'll tell her, Mr. J, the minute she gets in.
She's late again, huh?
She's out with her sweetie last night, huh?
She doesn't have a sweetie.
How do you know?
Well, she lives with her mother.
Director's meeting semi-annual report.
She doesn't belong in an office.
Who does?
I do.
You said it.
Hello, George A. Jones Company. Hello?
I'm efficient. She's inefficient.
But she's got J going, and coming.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Miss A isn't in yet?
Not yet, Mr. J.
She's late.
Oh, I just wanted her to take a letter.
I'll take the letter.
One thing at a time now, and that done well.
Done well.
Then I'll hurry.
Make good time.
Good
But if
time.
you're in a hurry,
I'm never in a hurry. That's how I get ahead. First, know you're right, huh? Then, go ahead.
Ahead.
When Miss A comes in, tell her I want her to take a letter. It's important.
Miss A, important.
And I don't want to be disturbed.
You're in a conference?
I'm in conference. Unless it's Mr. B, of course.
Of course. Mr. B.
Tell Miss A that the early bird gets the worm.
The early worm gets caught, more like.
He's caught
He's hooked.
in the pan.
we beg leave to announce
Helen, you're
late. And yesterday,
And the day before.
And the day before that,
you lose your job.
No!
No.
I can't. Can't.
Then why are you late?
Why? Excuses.
Excuses.
The subway? Long distance?
old stuff.
Oh, I have to get out.
Out where?
In the air.
Air?
Where?
I thought I would faint.
Same
I
thing
had to
yesterday.
get out.
And the day before.
Yes. Well, what am I going to do?
Well, you could take a taxi.
Hello, yes? Yes, Mr. J. J wants you. Me? You? Mr. J?
Mr. J.
He's calling for you.
Get it just right.
She's always doing that to her hair.
It gives a line. It gives a line.
She is artistic.
She's inefficient. Mr. J knows she's inefficient.
Hello, George A. Jones Company. Mr. Jones? He's in conference.
Conference?
Do you think he'll marry her?
If she'll have him.
Do you think she'll have them?
How much does he get?
Plenty. 5,000, 10,000, 15,000.
And plenty more put away. So, will she have him? Will she have him? This agreement entered into, party of the first part, party of the second part. Will he have her?
Well, I'd hate to get into
all you ever say to a guy.
Or
That's all you ever have to say.
mostly though.
You said it.
Tonight? She can't. She's got a date. She told me last night. All right. Too bad. My boyfriend's got a friend, but my girlfriend's got a date. You have a good time.
Big time, small time.
A big time on the small time.
You want to come? I can't. Date? My mother.
Worries, nags.
Hello, Georgie Jones.
Why don't you get to work?
What?
Work?
I can't.
Can't?
My machine. It's out of order.
Well, fix it.
I can't. Gotta get somebody.
Somebody. Somebody. Always somebody. Here, sort the mail then.
All right.
And hurry, you're late.
Mr. George H. Jones.
You're always late.
You lose your job.
Okay, George H. Jones and Company. George
Don't
H.
let them
Jones
get
personal.
you, kid. Tell them where to get off.
What?
Isn't it all set?
What?
You and Mr. J. You and the boss.
You and the big chief.
Did he tell you that?
I told you.
I told you.
I don't believe it.
5,000. 10,000. 15,000.
No, it isn't so.
Isn't it?
No.
Not yet.
But soon.
Hello, George
5,000.
Jones Company.
10,000. 15,000.
That letter about done?
No.
What's wrong?
My machine's out of order.
Okay, use the one in my room.
One thing at a time.
I'm sorting the mail.
All right, well, when you're finished then.
Haste makes waste.
All right, don't hurry.
Uh-huh.
So, why did you flinch, kid?
Flinch?
Did he pinch?
No.
Then
No.
what?
Nothing. Just his hand.
Oh, just his hand. No, tell him no. If she does, she'll lose her job.
Fired. The sack.
And if she doesn't,
Well, she'll come back to work in a taxi.
work,
No work.
no worry.
Breakfast in bed.
Did Madame ring?
Lunch in bed.
A double bed. Hello? Yes, Mr. J? Jay wants you.
Oh, I can't. I'm not ready. In a minute.
5,000. 10,000.
Call your attention now.
15,000.
Prices are fixed.
29.
Hello, George A. Jones.
Marry me. He wants to marry me. George H. Jones. George H. Jones and Company. Mrs. George H. Jones. Dear Madam, do you take this man to be your wedded husband? I do. To love and honor and, oh no, I can't. George H. Jones? How would you like to marry me? Huh? What do you say? Why, Mr. Jones, let me see your hands, he says. You have such pretty little hands. Let me hold your pretty little, oh God, George H. Jones has fat hands. They're flabby, he has flabby hands. Don't touch me, please. Fat hands are never weary. Married babies, oh God, no, don't George H. Jones. Money. No work, no worry. I can't. Must I?
Ma, I want to talk to you.
Well, aren't you eating a potato?
No,
Why not?
I don't want one.
That's no reason. Here. Have.
Ma, I don't want it.
Well, potatoes go with stew. Here.
I don't want it.
Want it and take it.
But, all right. Ma, there's something I want to ask you.
Eat your potato.
Ma, there's something I want to ask you. Something important.
Does it taste okay?
It's all right, Ma. Tell me.
Well, £3 for $1.
Ma, tell me.
What's the matter now?
Nothing.
Well, the jumping up from the table every night the garbage is collected? You act like you're crazy.
Ma, do all
I mean, I suppose you think that you're too nice for anything so common. Well, let me tell you, my lady, that it's a very important part of life.
I know, but Ma.
I mean, if it weren't for garbage cans, where would we be? Where would we all be? Living in filth. Filth. That's where. I should think you'd be glad. I should think you'd be grateful.
Oh, Ma.
Well, are you
Am I what?
glad and grateful?
Yes.
Well, you don't act like it.
Ma, don't talk.
You just said you wanted to talk.
Well, now I want to think. I gotta think.
You've got to eat. If you don't eat...
Ma, don't nag.
Nag? Wait. Just because I tried to look out for you, Nag? I tried to take care of you, Nag? Well, I'd like to know what would happen, let's say, if I didn't nag.
I'm grown up, Ma.
Grown up. What does that mean?
Nothing much, I guess. Let's talk. I gotta.
Well, I can't talk with dirty dishes. You may be able to, but
Ma, listen. Just listen. There's a man who wants to marry me.
What man?
He says he fell in love with my hands.
In love? Is that happening again? I thought we were over that.
I gotta get married, Ma.
What do you mean?
I gotta.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
Answer me!
All women get married, don't they?
All women get married? What nonsense!
You got married, didn't you?
Well, yes, I did. Now, who's that man? And where did you come to know him?
In the office.
In the office?
It's Mr. J.
Mr. J?
The vice president?
Vice President? His income must be... Wait. Does he know that you have a mother to support?
Yes.
And what does he say?
All right.
So when are you going to marry him?
I'm not going to.
Not going to?
No, I'm not going to.
But you just said that you...
I'm not going to.
Why not?
I can't, Ma. I can't.
Why can't you?
I don't love him.
Love? But what does that amount to? Will it clothe you? Will it feed you? Pay for all the bills? Or take care of your mother?
No, but it's real just the same.
It's real.
Well, if it isn't, what can you count on in life?
I'll tell you what you can count on. You can count on that you've got to get up, you've got to put some clothes on your back, and take them off again, that you're going to get old, and that you're going to die. That's what you can count on. Now, all the rest is in your head.
But, Ma, didn't you love Pa?
I suppose I did. I don't know. All right? I've forgotten. What does that matter now?
But then, oh, Ma, tell me.
Tell you what?
About all that. Love.
Well, he's a decent man, isn't he?
I don't know. How should I know? Yet.
He's vice president of
That changes everything, doesn't it? Or does it? Huh? When he puts a hand on me, my blood turns cold. But your blood oughtn't to run cold, ought it? Oh, Ma, his hands are fat, Ma, and they sort of peasant, and they're fat. Don't you see? Don't you see?
See what?
I always thought I'd find somebody young and attractive with wavy hair. I always think of children with curls, little curls, all over their head. Somebody young and attractive that I'd like, that I'd love. But I haven't found anybody like that yet. I haven't found anybody. I've hardly known anybody. You never let me go out with anybody.
So, you're throwing it up to me that it's...
No, Ma! Let me finish. I just mean that I've never found anybody. Nobody's ever asked me. Till now, he's the only man that's ever asked me. And I suppose I gotta get married. All girls do.
Nonsense.
But I can't go on like this anymore. I don't know why. Sometimes I feel like I'm stifling. Going to work, coming home. Going to work and coming home. I can't. Sometimes in the subway, I feel like I'm going to die. Sometimes, even at work, if something doesn't happen, I gotta do something.
You're crazy.
Oh, Ma!
You're crazy.
Ma, if you tell me that again, I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
But it isn't crazy.
I'll kill you. Maybe I am crazy. I don't know. Sometimes I think I am. The thoughts that go on in my mind. Sometimes I think that I am. I can't help it if I am. I do the best I can. I do the best I can, and I'm nearly crazy. Go away! Just go away! You don't know anything about anything, and you haven't gotten any pity. No pity. You just take it for granted that I go to work every day and come home every night and bring my money every week. You just take it for granted, Ma. You'd let me go on like this forever and never feel any pity. Mama, forgive me, Mom. Forgive me.
My own child? To be spoken to like that by my own child?
I didn't mean it.
I've worked for you. And I've slaved for you.
I know, Mom.
You don't want me? You want to kill me?
No, I don't, Ma. I just said that.
You're all I have in the world.
Ma, you rest now.
No, I have to do the dishes.
I'll do the dishes. Just sit down and rest. I'll do the dishes.
Those gloves. I've been doing dishes for 40 years, and I never wore gloves. But, you know, my lady's hands.
Sometimes you talk to me like you're jealous, Ma.
Jealous.
It's my hands that got me a husband.
So now you think of marrying him.
I suppose so.
You are simply the craziest.
Well, here we are.
Yes, here we are.
is all right, isn't it? Huh?
It's very nice.
$20 a day. They know how to soak you in these pleasure resorts. $20. Well, we'll get our money's worth out of it, all right? I'm gonna wash up. Don't you want to wash up? I do. It was a long trip. Say, pull down that blind, will you? They can see in.
I thought you said there'd be a view of the ocean.
Sure there is.
I just see people dancing.
No, the ocean's beyond.
I was counting on seeing it.
You'll see it tomorrow. What's eating you?
Nothing.
It was a long trip. Better make yourself at home. I'm going to. Say, you look a little, pale. What's wrong?
Nothing.
You look like you're scared.
No.
Nothing to be scared of. You're with your husband, you know?
I know.
Happy?
Yes.
Then come here, give us a kiss. Come on. That's the girl. What you moving for? Look, you gotta learn to relax, haven't you? Say. What you got under there?
Nothing.
Nothing? Nothing, huh? Nothing. That's a good one. You know, that reminds me, the story of the doorman and the, well, what's wrong? Did I tell you that one?
I don't know.
The doorman and the hooker.
No.
It's a good one. See, the doorman was just
You told me that one.
about the...
Yes.
About the...
Yes, that one.
All right. If I did. You sure it was...
I'm sure.
When he asked her...
Yes, that one.
How do you know which one I
You
meant?
told me them all.
No, I didn't. I got a lot of them up my sleeve yet. That's part of what I owe my success to. My ability to spring a good story. You know, you gotta learn to relax, haven't you?
I know, but I just thought, can't we go out for a little while?
Out? What for?
Fresh air, a walk, a talk.
We can talk here. I'll tell you all about myself. Go along now. Want me to help you?
No,
But I'm your husband, you know.
I know.
You're not afraid of your husband, are you?
No,
I understand. Kind of modest, huh?
yes.
I understand, women. Go along. Where are you going?
Just getting ready.
I thought you'd want to wash up.
I do.
You don't have to go in there to take your clothes off.
I want to.
Well, what for?
I always do.
What?
Undress by myself.
Well, you've never been married till now, have you? Or have you been putting something over on me?
No,
I understand. I understand. Say, you're awful quiet. What you doing in there?
just getting ready.
I'm going to enjoy life from now on. I haven't had such an easy time of it. I got where I am by hard work and self-denial. But now I'm going to enjoy life. I'm going to make up for all I missed. Aren't you ready yet?
Not yet.
Next year, maybe we'll go to Paris. You can buy a lot of that French underwear they have. At Switzerland. Man, all my life, I wanted a Swiss watch that I bought right there. I could have got a Swiss watch here, but I always wanted one that I bought right there. Isn't that funny? Huh? Isn't it?
Yes.
All my life, I wanted a Swiss watch that I bought right there. All my life, I counted on having that someday, more than anything. Except, one thing. You know what?
No,
Guess.
I can't.
Then I'm coming in and tell you.
No, no, please don't.
Well, hurry up then. I thought you women didn't wear much of anything these days.
All right, just a minute.
But just a minute, huh? I'm counting the seconds on you.
Here I
You crying? What you crying for?
Mom! Mom! I want my mother!
I thought you were glad to get away from her.
I want her now! I want somebody!
Well, you got me, haven't you?
Somebody! Somebody!
There's nothing to cry about. There's nothing to cry about.
Easy. Better? No pain? You're getting along fine. Such a sweet baby you have too. Aren't you glad it's a girl? You're not? That's no way to talk. Men want boys, but women ought to want girls. Maybe you didn't want either. Anything else you want? Drop? The noise? Oh, that can't be helped. Hospital's got to have a new wing. We're the biggest maternity hospital in the world. You okay? Let me see the doctor.
Well, how are we today?
She's better.
Of course she is.
See what your husband brought you.
Better put him in water straight away. Everything okay? Now see here, my dear. You gotta brace up, you know, and face things. Everybody's gotta brace up and face things. That's what makes the world go round. Look, I know all you've been through. Yes, I do. I know all about it. I was right outside the whole time. Oh, yes. But you gotta brace up now. Make an effort, you know? Pull yourself together and start the uphill climb. I've been down, but I haven't stayed down. I've been licked, but I haven't stayed licked. I've pulled myself up by my own bootstraps. That's what you've got to do. Willpower, you know? That's what conquers. Look at me. Now you gotta brace up. Face the music. Take life by the horns. Look it in the face. Having a baby's natural. Perfectly natural thing. Nurse! Nurse!
What's the matter?
You got that gagging again. Like you had the last time I was here.
Better closer.
All right. I'll be back.
She needs rest.
Tomorrow then. be back tomorrow. Tomorrow and every day. Goodbye.
You've got a mighty nice husband. And I guess you know that.
Daddy.
How's the lady today?
She's better, Doctor.
Of course she's better. She's all right. Aren't you? What's the matter? Can't you talk?
She's a little weak, Doctor.
Milk hasn't come yet?
No, Doctor, it has.
Well, start breastfeeding then. No? Don't you want to nurse your baby? Why not? These modern, neurotic women, eh? What are we gonna do with them? Nurse, bring the baby.
No!
Well, that's strong enough. I thought you were too weak to talk. That's better. You don't want your baby.
No,
What do you want?
nothing.
Bring the baby.
Doctor, she behaved very badly every time. Very upset. I think we better not.
I decide what we better and better not here, nurse.
Yes, Doctor.
Bring the baby. Gagging? You mean nausea?
Yes, Doctor, but I meant...
No buts, nurse.
Yes, Doctor.
Nausea? Change your diet. What is your diet?
Liquids.
Give her solids.
Doctor, she can't swallow solids.
Give her solids.
Yes, Doctor.
You know what? I'll change your medicine. After meals. And nurse, bring her baby.
Yes, Doctor. Leave me alone! I've submitted to enough. I won't submit to any more. Too tired. Dead. No matter. It doesn't matter. Dead. Can't you give us a smile? Tired. Too tired. No matter. It doesn't matter. I'll rest. I'll lie down. Down. Down! It's always down! Down in a big book! No matter. It doesn't matter. I'll lie down. Lie still! Don't move! I can't move! Rest! Forget! A girl. Aren't you glad it's a girl? Aren't you glad it's a little bald girl? What kind of hair has God? No matter. It doesn't matter. Everybody loves God. God is love. Even if he's bad, you've got to love him. Even if he's got fat hands. Fat hands! Oh, no. He wouldn't be God. Oh, God. God never had a baby. Mary had one. In a manger. God's on a high throne. Too far! No matter.
She had one. Mary had one. The Holy Ghost. The Holy Ghost, George, it's don't. Oh no, don't. Please don't. Let me rest. The weight is gone. Inside, the weight is gone. It's only outside, all around.
I'm gonna beat it.
Oh, for the love of God.
They're not coming.
Sure they are.
How do you know they'll show?
I tell you, you can't keep that chick away from me. Just got to. She comes running.
Yeah. Looks like it.
Listen, I'm counting on you to take the other one off my hands.
No. I'm gonna beat it.
Oh, for the love of God, have a heart. Listen, do it as a favor for me. I got to be home by 6. I promised my wife. So you got to take the other one off my hands.
Well, maybe she won't even like me.
Sure she like you. They all fall for you. Even my wife likes you. Tries to kid herself it's her brave exploits, but I know what it is. Good night.
Good night. What's your problem?
Nothing. Thought something must have swallowed you.
Why?
You're late?
Oh, Mrs. Jones? Mr. Smith.
Me, my friend, Mr. Rowe.
So, we kept you waiting, did we?
Only about an hour. What delayed you?
Have you heard the one with the doorman and the hooker?
Oh, I've heard them all.
Well, not if you haven't heard the funny ones.
Well, baby, how they coming, huh?
Couldn't be better.
How's every little thing?
Just great.
Miss me?
I'll say so. When did you get in?
Just a couple of hours ago.
Miss me?
Did I? You don't know.
Can we dance here?
Not here.
Where do we go from here?
Where do we go from here? You just got here.
What's the hurry?
What's the rush?
I don't know.
Helen wants to dance.
I just want to keep moving.
You want to keep moving, huh?
You must be one of those restless chicks. Where do we go from here?
It's only some days I want to keep moving.
You want to keep moving, huh? Moving around a while.
Where do we go from here? Say, what kind of crowd do you run with anyway?
Helen doesn't run with any crowd, do you, Helen?
No.
Well, I'm not a crowd. Not with me.
All set, huh? Ro was about ready to beat it.
Well, that's before I met the little lady. Here's how.
Here's to you.
Here is to looking at you.
Here's happy days.
That's good stuff.
Off a boat.
Off a boat?
They get all their stuff here. Off a boat.
That's what they say.
No, sure. Sure they do.
It's all right with me.
What they do, sure.
I believe you, darling.
Did you miss me?
Uh-huh.
Any other daddies?
Uh-uh.
Love any daddy, but daddy?
Uh-uh.
Let's beat it.
But we just got here.
Don't I know it? Come on.
But
They're all set, aren't you?
Are we?
I got to be home by 6. Come on, kid, let's beat it. Business is business, you know? I got a lot to do this afternoon, so you might go along with me. Help me out. How about it?
sure, I'll go along with you, help you out.
All right with you folks?
All right with me.
All right with you?
All right with me.
Come on, kids.
Be nice to her.
I know what business is like.
You do you?
I used to be a business girl myself, but that was before
Before what?
I quit.
What did you quit for?
I just quit.
You're married, huh?
Yes, I am.
All right with me.
Some men don't seem to like a woman after she's married.
Well, what's the difference?
Depends on the man, I guess.
Depends on the woman, I guess.
Say, I forgot. I want you to do something for me, will you?
Sure, what is it?
I want you to telephone me home tomorrow and ask me to come into town, will you?
Sure, why not?
You know, business. You get me?
I get you. Tell me, how is your wife?
She's fine.
And the kid?
Great. Come on, kid. Get this guy to tell you about himself.
Keep him from it.
Get him to tell you how he killed a couple of guys down in Mexico.
Oh, you've been to Mexico?
He just came up from there.
Can you teach us the tango? You killed a man?
2 of them. What about him? Get him to tell you. Come on, kid. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Why did you
What?
kill him?
To get free.
Oh,
They were a bunch of banditos. Bandits, you know? Took me into the hills. Holding me there. What was I to do? I filled an empty bottle with small stones, got the 2 guys who were holding me there drunk, and let them have it.
oh.
I had to get free, didn't I? I let them have it.
Then what did you do?
Then I beat it.
Where to?
Right here. Glad?
Yes. Was it a bottle like this?
Yeah. Filled with pebbles.
What kind of pebbles?
Pebbles, off the ground. Necessity, you know? Mother of invention. Ain't a bad weapon either. First you got a sledgehammer, then you got a knife.
Oh,
Women don't like knives, do they?
no.
Don't mind a hammer so much though, do they?
No.
Well, I didn't like it myself. Any of it. But I had to get free, didn't I? Sure I did. Didn't I? Well, now I'm damn glad I did.
Why?
You know why. Say, you haven't been around much, have you, kid?
No.
I could tell that just by looking at you.
You could.
Sure I could. What's a girl like you doing going around with a girl like that other one?
I don't know. She seems to have a good time,
So that's it?
doesn't she?
Well, don't you?
No.
Never?
Never.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just me, I guess.
You're all right.
Am I?
Sure. You just haven't met the right guy yet, that's all. A girl like you just gotta meet the right guy.
Yeah, I know.
You're different from girls like that other one. Any guy'll do her. You're different.
I guess I am.
You didn't fall for that business gag, did you? When they went off like that?
I thought they wanted to be alone, probably.
And how?
Oh, so that's it.
That's it? Come on, let's get out of here.
No. No, I couldn't. Like this?
Say, you know what you look like to me?
What?
An angel. Just like an angel.
I do?
That's what I said. Come on, let's go.
No, I couldn't. Is it far?
Just a step. Come on.
No. I couldn't. I can't. What is it? A room?
No. An apartment. A one-room apartment.
That's different.
On the ground floor, too. No one will see you, coming or going.
But
Wait a minute. I gotta pay the damage. And I'll get a bottle of something to take along.
no, don't.
Why not?
Just don't bring any pebbles.
Say, forget that, will you?
I just meant I don't think I'll need anything to drink.
You like me, don't you, kid?
Do you like me?
You're awful still, honey. What are you thinking about?
About seashells.
Seashells? How come?
When I was little, my grandmother used to have this big pink seashell on the mantle behind the stove.
they let me hold it. And listen, that's what I was thinking about now.
Yeah?
You can hear the sea in them, you know.
Yeah, I know.
I wonder why that is.
Search me.
You going?
No, I just want a cigarette.
Oh,
Want one?
no, wait. Let me light it for you.
Oh, damn. This lighter's out.
No.
Whatever. You got awful pretty hands, honey.
I used to have, but I haven't taken much care of them lately. I will now. What's that?
Just some music.
No, I mean, what's that who's playing?
Chelito lindo.
What's that?
Little heaven. That's what lovers call each other in Spain.
Little heaven. Sing it.
I'm not much of a singer, honey.
But sing it anyway.
De la Sierra Morena viene bajando un par de ojitos negros, chelito lindo de contrabanda.
What does that mean?
It means the high dark mountains.
From the high dark mountains.
It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't have to make sense. It's love. Ay, 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 ay.
I know what that means.
What?
Ay, 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 ay.
Canta, no llores. Sing, don't cry.
La, 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 la. La, la, little heaven.
You got a nice voice, honey.
Have I?
You bet. Sing me something else.
Okay. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog left to see the sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. I never knew that had any sense before, but now I get it.
I don't.
What don't you get? It's you and it's me. You're the dish and I'm the spoon.
You're a little spoon, all right.
And I guess I'm the little cow that jumped over the moon. Hey, do you believe in guardian angels?
What?
You know, guardian angels.
I don't know. Maybe.
I do. La 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 la. La la little heaven. There must be something that looks out for you and brings you your happiness. Alas, I mean, look at us. How did we both happen to go to that place today? If there wasn't something.
Maybe you're right. I don't know.
I mean, look at us.
Everything's us to you, kid. Ain't it?
Well, isn't it?
Sing something else.
No, I tell you, I can't sing.
Sure you can. You got a fine voice.
No, I tell you, I haven't thought of singing since I was just a kid. Hey, do you know why I came here?
I can make a good guess.
It's because you told me I look like an angel to you. That's why I came.
Ah, jeez, honey. All women look like angels to me. All white women. I ain't been seeing nothing but Indians for the last couple of years. When I got off the boat here the other day and saw all the women, gee, I pretty near went crazy. Talking about looking like angels.
You've had a lot of women. you like any of them better than me?
No, I didn't like one of them better than you, honey. Not one of them was as sweet. No, not as sweet.
I like to hear you say it. Say it again.
Oh,
Go on, tell me again.
here. Does that tell you?
Yes. We belong together. We belong together and we're gonna stick together. Always. Aren't we?
I'll have to be moving on, kid. Someday, you know?
When?
Quien sabe?
What does that mean?
Quien sabe? You gotta learn that, kid. If you're thinking of coming with me, it's the answer to everything. Below the Rio Grande, that is.
But what does it mean?
It means, who knows?
Quien sabe?
Yep. Don't forget it now.
I'll never forget it.
Quien sabe?
And I'll never get to use it.
Quien sabe?
I'll never get below the Rio Grande. I'll never get out of here.
No. Quien sabe?
That's right. Quien sabe? Who knows?
That's the stuff.
You must like it down there.
Oh, I couldn't live anywhere else. At least not for long.
What's that?
Just the street light going on.
Is it as late as that?
As late as what?
Dark.
It's been dark for hours. Didn't you know that?
No, I didn't. I can't stay. I must go.
Wait. The moon will be up in a while. Full moon.
No, it's not that. He's waiting. I can't stay. I have to go. What's that?
What?
On the window ledge.
A flower.
A flower. Who gave it to you?
Nobody gave it to me. I bought it.
For yourself?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. It's strange.
In Chinatown. Made me think of Frisco where I was a kid.
Frisco. Is that where you were born?
Yeah. Twin Peaks.
What's that?
Oh, just a couple hills together.
Oh. One for you and one for me.
I bet you'd like Frisco.
It must be great.
You ever been off like that, kid? High up, on top of the world?
Yes.
When?
Today.
You're pretty sweet.
I never knew that I could feel like this. I never knew that I could feel anything like this so purified. Don't laugh at me.
I ain't laughing, honey.
Purified.
It's a hell of a word. But I know what you mean. That's the way it is, sometimes.
Goodbye.
Wait, aren't you forgetting something?
Can I have that?
Sure. Why not?
Well, goodbye. And thank you.
Record production.
Girl turns on gal.
Sale hits 1 million.
Woman leaves all for love.
Market trend steady.
Young wife disappears.
Owns a life interest. That's for me. Hello? Oh, hello, AUB. It's all settled? Everything signed. Good. Good. All right, tell our rate to call me up. All right. Well, it's all settled. They signed. Aren't you interested? Aren't you going to ask me?
Did you put it over?
Sure, I put it over.
Did you swing it?
Sure, I swung it.
Did they come through?
Sure, they came through.
Did they sign?
I'll say they
On
signed.
the dotted line?
On the dotted line.
Property's yours?
The property's mine. I got a first mortgage, I got a second mortgage, and the property's mine. Happy?
Happy.
The property's mine. I'll put a first mortgage on her, I'll put a second mortgage on her, and she's mine. It's not all that's mine. What's wrong?
Nothing. What?
You flinched when I touched you.
No.
You haven't done that in a long time.
Oh, haven't I?
You used to do it every time I touched you.
Did I?
You didn't know that, did you?
Oh, yes, I know it.
Just purity.
No.
Oh, I liked it. Purity.
No.
You're one of the purest women that ever lived.
I'm just like anybody else. Only
Only what?
nothing.
Must be something. Hello? Hello, R.A. Yep. I put it over on them. Yep, I'll say I am. I made the proposition. I sold them the idea. Uh-huh. Watch me. Listen, listen. Tell Dee Dee to phone me up. All right, see you. That was, all right. What you looking at?
Nothing.
Must be looking at something.
Just the moon.
Well, the moon's something, isn't it?
Yes.
What's it doing up there?
Nothing.
It must be doing something.
It's moving. Moving.
Pull down the shade, my dear.
Why?
Well, people can look in. Come. Hello? Dee Dee! Yep. It's over. I put it on the... Yep. I'll say I am. On the dotted line. That's right. Uh-huh. Listen, listen. Listen, you gotta tell BM to phone me. Okay? All right. That was Dee Dee. Aren't you listening?
I'm reading.
What are you reading?
Nothing.
Must be reading something.
Prisoner escapes, Lifer breaks jail.
Don't read that stuff. Listen, here's a first-rate editorial. I agree with this. I agree absolutely. You listening?
I'm listening.
All men are born free and entitled to the pursuit of happiness. Ma, you're nervous
Oh,
tonight.
I try not to be.
You inherited that from your mother. She was in the office today
Oh. Was she?
to get her allowance.
Oh.
Won't you know it's the second?
Poor Mom.
What would she do without me?
I know. You're very good.
One thing, she's grateful.
Poor Mom.
She's got to have care.
Yes, she's got to have care.
A mother's a very precious thing. A good mother.
I try to be a good mother.
Of course you're a good mother.
I try. I really try.
Mother's a very precious thing. And the child's a very precious thing. Precious jewels.
Sale of jewels and precious stones.
What's wrong?
I feel as though I were drowning.
Drowning?
Yes, with stones around my neck.
You just imagine that.
Stifling.
You don't breathe deep enough. Look at you. Breathe. Breath is life. And life is breath.
And, what is death?
Just no breath.
Just no breath.
All right?
All right.
I feel cold air, my dear.
Cold air.
Close the window, will you?
It isn't open.
But don't you feel cold air?
No, you just imagine it.
I never imagine anything. What you reading?
Woman cries husband.
Hey, here's a man. Says, I owe my success to a yeast cake, and hey, my digestion is good. I sleep very... Hey, where are you going?
No place.
You must be going someplace.
Just to bed.
But it isn't 11 yet. Wait!
Wait!
It's only 10:46. Come here.
I want to go away!
Away?
Yes! Away!
Why? What's wrong?
I'm scared.
Something.
I can't sleep. I haven't slept.
That's nothing.
And the moon. When it's full moon, I can't sleep.
Of course not. It's the light.
I don't see it. I feel it. I'm scared.
Nonsense. Come here. Come here.
I want to go away.
But I can't get away now.
Alone.
You've never been away alone.
I know.
What would you do?
Maybe I'd sleep.
Now you wait.
Wait.
We'll take a trip.
No.
We'll go to Europe. I'll get my watch. Did I ever tell you the story? That I always wanted. A Swiss watch that I bought right there. Isn't that funny? Come on, listen. Wait. Just wait. Oh, another revolution below the Rio Grande.
Below the Rio Grande.
Yep, another.
Anyone hurt?
No?
Any prisoners?
Nope.
All free?
All free.
They were a bunch of banditos. Bandits, you know. Holding me there. What was I to do? I had to get free, didn't I? Free? All you need is an empty bottle with small stones. Just a bottle with small stones. Quien sabe? Who knows? Who knows?
Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye! People of the state of New York versus Helen Jones.
Defense, are you ready to proceed?
We're ready, Your Honor.
Proceed.
Helen Jones. Helen Jones! Mrs. Jones, will you take the stand?
The defense sprang a surprise at the opening of court this morning by putting the accused woman on the stand. The prosecution was swept off its feet by this daring defense strategy and...
Trembling and barely able to stand, Helen Jones, accused murderers, had to be almost carried to the witness stand this morning when her lawyer...
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
You may sit.
What is your name?
Helen Jones,
Your age?
29,
Where do you live?
in prison.
Oh, this is my client's legal
I object to the
address.
insinuation upon counsel that the holding of the defendant from jail is illegal, when the law clearly states...
I made no such insinuation.
Why did so?
I did
You're
not.
Order!
Order!
Proceed with the witness.
Mrs. Jones, you are the widow of the late George H. Jones, are you not?
Yes, sir.
And how long were you married to Mr. Jones before his demise?
6 years.
6 years! And it was a happy marriage, was it not? Did you quarrel?
No, sir.
6 years without one quarrel. Gentlemen of the jury, I ask you to consider this fact. 6 years without one quarrel. Who of us, and This is not intended as any indictment on the sacred institution of marriage, no.
Proceed
But-
with your witness.
Mrs. Jones, you have a child, have you not?
Yes, sir. A little girl, past 5.
A little girl, past 5. And since the demise of your late husband, you are the only parent she has living, are you not?
Yes, sir.
Before your marriage to the late Mr. Jones, you worked and supported your mother, did you not?
I object, Your Honor. What has this got to do with the
Objection sustained.
Before your marriage to the late Mr. Jones, you worked as a girl to support your mother, did you not?
Yes, sir.
What did you do?
I was a secretary.
And after your marriage, you continued as your mother's sole support, did you not?
Yes, sir.
A devoted daughter, gentlemen of the jury, as well as a devoted wife and a devoted mother.
Your Honor, are you going to let this...
Now, Mrs. Jones, I will ask you. The law expects me to ask you. It demands that I ask you. Did you, in the late hours of June 2nd or early hours of June 3rd last, kill your husband? Did you or did you not?
I did not.
You did not.
I did not!
Mrs. Jones, the prosecution could not actually furnish one witness to have seen the crime, nor one motive.
Your Honor, I protest.
Sustained.
However, Mrs. Jones, such witnesses as they did produce, you have heard them try to accuse you of deliberately murdering your husband. The man with whom, by your own words, you never had one quarrel in 6 years of blissful marriage. Murdering him, I say, or rather they say, by brutally hitting him on the head with a bottle full of stones while he slept. I ask you again, Mrs. Jones, did you commit this crime or did you not?
I did not!
You did not! Of course you did not! Now, Mrs. Jones, will you tell the jury, in your own words, what did happen in the late hours of June 2nd or early hours of June 3rd last, at the time your husband was killed?
I was awakened by hearing something in the room. And I turned and I saw 2 men standing by my husband's side of the bed.
2 men?
Yes.
Can you describe them?
Not very well. I couldn't see them very well.
Could you say whether they were tall, short, heavy, thin?
They were big, dark-looking men.
And what did you do, Mrs. Jones, when you suddenly awoke in the middle of the night and saw 2 big, dark-looking men standing beside your bed?
I didn't do anything.
You didn't have time to do anything, did you?
No. Before I could do anything, one of them raised something in his hand and he struck Mr. Jones over the head with it.
I see. And what did they do next? These 2 big, dark-looking men.
They turned and they ran out of the room.
I see. And what did you do next, Mrs. Jones?
I saw Mr. Jones was bleeding from the temple, so I got some towels and I tried to stop it, but then I realized he had passed away.
And that is all you know regarding the death of your husband, the late George H. Jones, in the late hours of June 2nd or early hours of June 3rd last, is it not?
Yes, sir.
Your witness.
The accused woman told a straightforward story of...
The accused woman told a rambling, disconnected story of...
Now, Mrs. Jones, am I to understand that you made no effort to cry out when you saw those 2 big, dark-looking men standing over your helpless husband?
No, sir.
And when they turned and ran out of the room, you then made no effort to cry out either, or to follow them? Nothing?
I couldn't.
Why?
I saw Mr. Jones was hurt.
Ah! You saw that Mr. Jones was hurt. You saw this, did you?
Yes.
How? Well,
I just saw it.
then there was a light in the room?
There was a sort of light.
What do you mean, a sort of light? A bed light?
No. There was no light on.
Then where did it come from, this sort of light? Come on, Mrs. Jones. We're all waiting for you. Where did it come from?
From the moon.
The moon?
Yes. It was a bright moon.
Mrs. Jones, so you mean to tell me that it was, well, all of us here, that it was a bright moon, and you could clearly see that your husband was bleeding from the temple, but you could not see two big, dark-looking men?
Yes.
And am I to understand that you didn't call a doctor?
No.
Why not?
It was useless. There was no use of anything.
You did,
I just sat there.
Yeah, I quite understand. Such experiences can be traumatic. Of course you wouldn't wish to. Mrs. Jones, nevertheless, I must ask you, have you ever seen this before?
I think so.
What do you think it is?
I think it was the bottle that was used against Mr. Jones.
Yes, used against him, that's right. Yes, absolutely right. This bottle and these broken pieces and these small stones were found on the bed or scattered on the floor next to the bed. Now, the interesting thing about this bottle, Mrs. Jones, is that there were no marks on this bottle. None at all. Nothing. Doesn't that seem a tad strange to you?
No.
So, it doesn't seem strange to you that this bottle, by your own account, held in the hands of one of those big, dark-looking men, left no mark, no print. That doesn't seem strange to you.
No.
Very well. You are in the habit of wearing rubber gloves at night, are you not?
No. Well, I used to.
Of course. You used to. When was this exactly?
Before I was married.
And after your marriage, you gave it up?
Yes.
Why?
Mr. Jones did not like the feeling of them.
You always did everything that Mr. Jones wanted.
I tried to. Anyway, I didn't care so much about my hands.
So, just to clarify here, for all of us, I'm sure, you never wore gloves after your marriage to Mr. Jones anymore?
No.
Your Honour, I'd like to introduce these gloves as evidence at this time.
Exhibit 24.
I'll return to them later. Now, Mrs. Jones, this nightgown, you do recognise it, do you not?
I think so.
This was the one that you were wearing the night your husband was killed, is it not?
The night he died, yes.
See, this, for those interested, was found not where the gloves were found, no, but at the bottom of the soiled clothes hamper in the bathroom, rolled up and wet. Now, why was it wet, Mrs. Jones?
I had tried to wash it.
Ah, you had tried to wash it, but I thought that you just sat.
Well, first I sat, and then I tried to make things clean.
But why on earth of all things would you want to make this clean?
There was blood on it.
And, but forgive me, Mrs. Jones, but why would you try to wash the blood so desperately to wash the blood away before you called the police?
I object, Your Honor. Objection overruled.
Well, Mr. Jones, why?
I don't know. It's what anyone would have done, isn't it?
Ah, well, that does depend, doesn't it? Mrs. Jones, do you remember about a year ago? A year ago this spring, bringing home to your house a lily, if I remember rightly, a Chinese water lily?
No, I don't.
You don't remember bringing home to your house a lily in a blue bowl filled with small stones? You don't remember tending to that lily very carefully when it died? Nothing?
No, I don't remember any of that.
I'll show you this bowl, Mrs. Jones, here. Does this refresh your memory?
I remember the bowl. I don't remember the lily.
So, am I to understand that although you remember this bowl, you don't remember when you brought it home? You don't remember bringing it home perhaps containing a lily? And tending to the lily very carefully until it died, and then when it died, you hiding it, where was it now? It was on the top shelf of the cupboard in your bedroom. Nothing?
No.
You're digging yourself a bigger hole, Mrs. Jones, but I have one final piece of evidence I think will conclusively prove you guilty.
Under the heavy artillery fire, the state's attorney's brilliant cross-questioning, the accused woman's defense was badly riddled. Pale and trembling, she...
Undaunted by the prosecution's machine gun attack, the defendant was able to maintain her position of innocence in the face of the rapid-fire questioning that threatened but never seriously menaced her defense. Flushed but calm, she...
Your Honor, I would like to introduce this document in evidence at this time.
What is this?
It is a statement taken in the state of Guanajuato in Mexico, and its purpose is...
Your Honor! Mexico? Is this not the United States of America?
What is the purpose of this document? Who signed it?
Thank you, sir. It was signed by one Richard Rowe, and its purpose is to refresh the witness at this point of issue, and incidentally, to supply a motive for this murder.
I object! I object!
Objection sustained. Let me see the document.
Of course.
Perfectly regular. Do you offer this statement as evidence at this time?
I do, Your Honor.
You may introduce the evidence.
Thank you. In the matter of the state of New York versus Helen Jones, I, Richard Rowe, do solemnly swear and state that I know the accused, Helen Jones, and that I have known her for a period of over 1 year prior to the signing of this affidavit, that I first met the said Helen Jones in a so-called speakeasy somewhere in the West 40s in New York City, and that on the day we met, she accompanied me into my room where we had intimate relations, and where I gave her a blue bowl also containing a flowery water lily, which Mrs. Jones has oh so conveniently forgotten, I'm sure we all agree. That, where was I now? From the day we met until I departed for Mexico in the fall, the said Helen Jones was an almost daily visitor to my room, where we continued to have intimate relations, and...
No more! Don't read anymore!
Do I understand that you have something to tell us, Mrs. Jones?
I did it! It was me!
So you confess?
Yes, I did it!
Your Honor, I object!
You confess you killed your husband!
I put that away!
Not here.
But why?
To be free!
To be free? If you just wanted to be free, why didn't you divorce him?
Oh, I couldn't do that! I couldn't hurt him like that!
Mrs. Jones, why? Why?
Your Honor, the Prince requests a recess.
Court's adjourned.
Murderess confesses!
Therefore brings confession.
I did it! Woman cries!
From the Father, not coming to the world. I leave the world and go to the Father.
Submit! Submit! Is nothing mine? The hair on my head. The very hair on my head.
Praise God!
Am I never to have peace? When I'm dead, won't I have peace, Father?
Ye shall indeed drink of my cup. Behold, the hour
In
cometh.
hell, Father! Will I be in hell?
I am the resurrection and the life.
Life has been hell to me, Father.
Life has been held to you, daughter, because you never knew God. Gloria in excelsis Deo.
How could I know him? He was never around me.
You didn't seek him, daughter. Seek and you shall find.
I sought something. I was always seeking something.
What? What were you seeking?
Peace, rest, and peace and freedom. Will I find it, Father? Will I find it tonight?
Trust in God.
I've been free, Father, for one moment down here on earth. I've been free. When I did what I did, I was free. Free and not afraid. How is that, Father? How can that be? A great sin, a mortal sin, for which I must die and go to hell. But it made me free. How is that, Father? Tell me that.
Your sins are forgiven, daughter.
And that other sin, that sin of love, that's all I ever knew of heaven. Heaven on earth. How is that, Father? How can that be? A sin, a mortal sin. All I know of heaven?
Confess to Almighty God.
Oh, Father, pray for me. A prayer that I can understand.
I will pray for you, daughter. The prayer of desire. Behind the King of Heaven, behold thy Redeemer and God, who is ever now coming. Prepare thyself to receive him with love. Invite him with the ardor of thy desire. Come, my Jesus, come to thy soul, which desires thee. Before thou give thyself to me, I shall give thee my miserable heart. Do thou accept it, and come quickly to take possession of it. Come, my God, hasten. Delay no longer. My only and infinite good, my treasure, my life, my paradise, my love.
Who's that woman?
It's your mother.
No, she's a stranger. Take her away.
She's here to say goodbye.
But she's never known me. Take her away. She's a stranger. Oh, Mother. Wait. Wait, Mother, wait. Wait, there's so much I want to tell her. Wait. My child. My little strange child. Wait. She's never known me and I'll never know her. Wait. Wait.
Lord, have mercy. Christ, have mercy. Lord, have mercy. Christ, hear us. God, the King of Heaven. God, the Son, Redeemer of the world. God, the Holy Ghost. Holy Trinity. One God. Holy Mary, Holy Mother of God, Holy Virgin of Virgins, Saint Michael, Saint Gabriel, Saint Raphael.
Here they are.
Oh, how little she looks. She's gotten smaller.
Suppose the machine shouldn't work.
It'll work. It always works.
Her lips are moving. What is she saying?
Nothing.
Lord, deliver us from all evil, from all sin, from thy wrath, from the snares of the devil, from anger and hatred, and every evil will.
Somebody! Somebody!
Lord, have mercy. Christ, have mercy. Lord.